Hello and welcome back. We're so glad you're here today. Come and join the Young Toddler group as we interact and play. My name is Tamika Reese and I'll be your guide through these visits. This month, we're talking about zoo animals. And this week, we're going to have a double visit. Wow. So we're going to do two activities. We're going to have our two-parent child interactions. We're going to have our develop-centered parenting, and then we're also going to talk about our family well-being. All right, let's get started. So to begin our classes, we're going to start off with the welcome song. So when we do the welcome song, it's to get our child ready for the activity, to start to change their focus on what's going on. So the welcome song that we're going to do is hello. So we're going to go hello, 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 and how are you? I'm fine, I'm fine, and I hope that you are too. And since I'm Miss Tamika, we're going to say Miss Tamika's here, Miss Tamika's here. Hello, and how are you? I'm fine, and I hope that you are too. So then you're going to go on with everyone that's there that's going to do the activity too with you. So when you're going to say, Mommy's here, hello, and how are you? Like, I'm fine, and I hope that you are too. So remember, we're going to do this to get everyone started and ready and focused for the class, so that our child can get ready, understand like we're getting ready to do this activity. So now we're going to get started with our book reading. Since we're talking about zoo animals, our book for today is Little Tiger. Okay, so remember, when you're reading with your child, you're going to talk about the different parts of the book. You're going to talk about the front of the book, the spine of the book, and the back of the book. Look at this one. It's the front of the tiger and the back of the tiger. That's so cute. So the name of our book is Little Tiger. The mother tiger likes to keep her cubs safe. One of the tiger cub has wandered too far away. She gently brings him back to his brothers and sister. Just like little boys and girls, little tigers love adventure. They climb trees and play games. Little tiger cubs also love the comfort of home. When they are tired, they go back to mom and rest and cuddle. By the time they are 6 months old, little tigers leave the safety of the den to get food with their mother. Like they're hunting. The mother shows them how to hunt. In a few more months, they are about a year old. They will be able to hunt for food on their own. Oh, look at those tigers and their nice stripes. How many tigers do we see? We see 1, 2, 3 tigers. Let's see what else tigers do. Did you know that no two tigers have the same stripes? Each one has its own pattern. A big treat for little tigers is to play in the water. They love to swim. Some tigers grow up to be the largest cat in the world. You can visit tigers at the zoo near you. Wow, look at that tiger. The end. So this is our book to get you a little bit to know about tigers. And as I said in the book, you can find tigers at the zoo. So I hope you really enjoyed it. So our first parent-child interaction we're going to talk about this week is Here is the Beehive. So you're going to need your activity page, and also we've provided the lyrics to the song, Here is the Beehive. So those are the two things that you're going to need with this activity. Just your child's brain. Repeating an action strengthens the movement connections in your child's brain and makes his movement smoother. So when you repeat these type of things, that repeating it over and over, that your child is going to be able to get more comfortable with the movement and connecting the song to the movement. So in this activity, we're going to focus on your motor skills. So motor, your child When your child memorizes finger plays, he's building motor memory. Motor, so another thing for motor, sometimes it's easier for your child, easier for the developing of small muscles in the tongue and the mouth to sing words that they say them. And also, we're going to talk about language development because you're going to learn a new finger play. So language. Finger play builds the skills that lead to reading. Your child moves to the rhythm of the phrases and watches you as you put in motions the words. So that's what we're going to do with those are the focus. So we're really going to focus on motor. So that's the movement of with our fingers learning this finger play. So you as a parent, your parent behavior is going to be communicating. As you sing and do the finger plays together, you are playing words, games, and help the language development of your child. So first, what we're going to do is you're going to get your child's attention. Then you're going to recite and do the finger play. Here is the beehive. So on here it says, here is the beehive. Where are the bees? Hiding inside, no one can see. They come out of the hive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bzzz. And then you tickle your child. So let's try it again. Here, I have Max. So you're going to get your child's attention. And you're going to say, here is the beehive. Where are the bees? Hiding inside where no one can see. They look out, they come out of the hive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bzzz. So that's how you're going to do the finger play with your child. And then you can repeat this over and over as long as your child is interested and engaged. Make it fun. You can tickle them in different places. You can tickle them behind their knee, on their foot, under their arms, and their neck. Just trying to get their attention. And then you can also give them a chance to try to do it with you. So you're going to say, we're going to do it together. Then you're going to say, here is the beehive. And you're going to repeat it and then see how they're going to tickle you when you try to do the finger play with them. So for this activity, your continued learning is songs that have repetition and rhymes are all around you. Happy Birthday is a good example of teaching your child and helping them learn language development. It's fun to play with words and make your own rhymes. Nonsense phrases and rhyming such as like Josh, Posh, Bosh, Tosh. So those are just rhyming words, and just putting them together, that's good to help your child with their language development. So helping your child focus on the sounds of word parts will help them understand, start helping them understand the meaning. So when you're doing this, you can add your own little silly movements to go along with these words that you're learning. So I remember from my childhood, one of the songs we had with wordplay was a song called Banana Nana. So you would do it kind of with the beginning sound, so you can add your name or whatever. So it's like Banana Nana, Fofana, Mima, Momana, Banana, or Tamika, Mika, Momika, Banana Nana, Fofika, Mima, Momika, Tamika. So that was just kind of one of the ways that you can use wordplay and rhyming sounds to help with the development. So that was just one thing that I had from my childhood. So the next activity that we're going to do, we're going to move on to our second parent-child interaction. This one is called storytelling. So for this, you're going to need different pictures. So here I have some different pictures of some farm animals. And then you're also going to maybe a little basket of toys or blocks. So if you don't have the pictures, you can get these pictures, maybe some from a book or a magazine, or it doesn't have to be the farm animals, but I just use these in particular because we're talking about farm animals this month. So, or you can have a different, a blocks. So here I have a basket of different shapes. So I have a circle, square, triangle. So you can use maybe the toys that you have at home in order for them to kind of help make up the story. So what you're going to do is you're going to sit on the floor with your child and Tell them that you two are going to make up a story together. So show your child the pictures of the people or the animals or whatever you have, and then describe the picture to your child. Then you're going to show the picture of a place again and have them choose. Let them tell you what the place is and what they think they're going to do there. So how, like you can say, or like say, here, oh, we have a picture of a duck. Today, I'm going to start the story, then you're going to finish. This is Sally Duck. Sally Duck went to the store. And then you would have your child. Now it's your turn. You finish the story. What's going to happen next when Sally goes to the store? So see if your child is able to communicate these things back with you, and you can do like a back and forth with telling these stories. So you're going to repeat the process with the pictures again. Once you choose like 3 of them, you can lay them on the floor in front of your child, and then encourage your child to make up a story based on the pictures that you have, or the conversation that you have with your child. When you finish, you can thank your child for helping you tell them the story. So you'd be like, okay, that was a great story. Thank you. I really like the story. Do you want to try this again? So you can continue to play as long as your child is interested. Save the pictures or props from the basket or box to help them create stories in the future. So another thing you can use, like I told you, I had the 3 shapes. So you can see, or maybe like the 3 colors. You can talk about these things and then see, oh, tell me a story about something that is blue. And then you can say, tell me a story about something that is yellow. Tell me a story about something that is green. So you can use the different things that you have in your home in order for you to make up these stories. So when you're doing this, your parenting behavior is nurturing. When you're sharing family stories, you're building attachment and setting warm emotional tones for your child. So what's in it for us? So we're talking about language development. So listening to stories help your child connect new words to their meanings, especially when you have a variety of voices and use facial expression, body gestures, and repetition. Storytelling develops children's sense of structure. So there's a beginning of a story, a middle of a story, and an end of a story. And it helps them understand more complex stories. As you also inspire a framework of pretend and play. So with these stories, you're kind of helping them learn how to use their imagination because you're using the different props or the pictures, and you're helping them understand how to kind of make up things as they go. So in order to continue this learning, you can use objects and pictures together to make up a story. You and your child can take turns pulling props or pictures out of a bag and then add them to the story. Remember that no idea is too crazy to make up a story. If you can record your story, play it back so your child can listen to it. Older children may make and draw pictures or match it to the story. So this is just another way for you to be able to use this story and use this activity and further it along through the week. So the develop-centered parenting for this week, we're going to talk about emergent literacy. So how we're talking about the story and making up things. Now we're going to talk about literacy. So what is emergent literacy? Children do not learn to read overnight. In fact, the process of learning to read and writing is a slow one, and it involves and matures over the years. Starting in the early childhood years can help your child begin to do things like the ability to identify letters, numbers, and shapes, the sound awareness, and also understanding some common print concepts. For example, print generally goes from left to right and then from top to bottom. So these are some kind of things that you can do now. Those are things, kind of concepts that you're going to be introducing to your child now. So understanding when you're reading the words, sometimes when you're reading with your child, use your finger to go along with the words because you're helping them understand that when you're reading, you're going to go from left to right. And then you're going to start at the top where the top of the words start, and then you're going to go down as they go. So those are some concepts that you can start now to help with your child. So the term emergent literacy is used to describe a variety of early behaviors and skills associated with successful reading and writing development. These fundamental skills, which develop during the first 5 years of life, contribute to your child's foundation of literacy and learning. So why does emergent literacy matter? Emergent literacy matter because it forms the foundation for the future learning, which is important to achieving success in school and social settings. So here's a few reasons why it's never too early to help promote literacy skills through everyday interactions with your child. So vocabulary knowledge at kindergarten is strongly related to seventh grade reading skills. So basically, where your child is by the time they enter kindergarten is very strongly related to where your child will be by the time they are in the seventh grade and their reading skills and how they're going to function well during that time. So children with better language skills are less likely to have behavior problems from kindergarten to third grade. There is an 88% chance that your children behind in literacy during first grade will remain behind when they reach by the fourth grade. So it's very important for you to start building these skills now as a parent. So basically what you can do as a parent, you can create a home library. So having a collection of books and magazines from bookstores, garage sales, or even from the public library. So another thing you can do is read together with your child. When you have that time reading together, first you're building that interaction and that connection with your child, but you're also instilling them with the love of reading. So maybe you may not be able to read all the words on the page, but just kind of like pointing to the pictures and like what we did here, using the pictures to make up stories. So you don't always have to read the exact words on the page, but you can be creative and you can make up what's going to happen in the story. So maybe you can do that with your child. Or acting out stories and poems with your child. So this goes along with their imagination and that pretend play. Then you can do that with your child. Saying rhymes and games. Like the first thing our first activity was talking about rhymes and games. So using things like the finger play that we learned about the beehive, that's going to be very good for you. Storytelling, which was our second activity for today. Encouraging your child to listen to different sounds and words. And then also coloring, writing, and drawing with your child can help your child. It gives your child the materials they need, and then ask your child to tell you about what they created. So those are some things you can do to help support your child's emergent literacies at this early age. Okay. So our family well-being for this week is going to be eating on a budget. Every parent knows that food can take up a large portion of a family's budget, and it can seem like the healthiest choices are more costly. But eating well can actually be inexpensive. One simple way to eat healthier and save money is to limit going out. And if you go out to a restaurant, drink water, or skip desserts, or split a larger meal amongst family members or with a friend. At home, getting into a routine of planning your meals and shopping in advance. This saves both money and time. Starting by planning meals using ingredients you already have on hand. When you go shopping, use your meal plan to guide your shopping list. That way, you will only buy the ingredients that you need. Plan meals that are with fresh fruits and vegetables that are seasonal. Use canned or frozen products to save money. Using leftovers can also save both time and money. For example, cooking a large batch of soup or sauces or a casserole and then freezing serving portions, a size of the portion for later. That'll help you save time, and it also helps you save money. So making leftover food or storing it correctly can minimize the waste and spoilage. So making sure when you have your leftovers after you've cooked and everything to store it properly so that you can minimize the waste. So more tips for you to save your money. Plan meatless meals or use meats in your soups or casseroles. So 9 times out of 10 when you have meat in your soups or whatever, you're not going to use as big of pieces. So that way you can make your meat stretch. Plan a garden or grow some vegetables or herbs or fruits or vegetables, so that you can have those in your backyard, or like sometimes they have like the hanging tomatoes or things like that. Planting those can also help you save money because that's something less that you have to buy at the store. Limit using boxed mix such as pancake, biscuits, and soups. This is often less expensive and it's just as fast to make it your own. Okay. Or one thing you can do is make your own chicken broth from a rotisserie chicken. So you can remove the meat from the bone, and then you can put it in like a slow cooker with onions. So you'll take the bones and you'll put it in a slow cooker with onions, celery, carrots, pepper, and thyme, and then you cover it with water. And then you can strain the broth and freeze it for later. So that may be one way you can save money. And then like if you have fruit, instead of like that's overripe and ready to go bad, instead of throwing it away, maybe you can take it and make it in a smoothie, or you can use it to bake things. So those are just some tips that you can use to help you save money and eat on a budget. So if you're in need of food assistance, there's different programs that we have, and like WIC. WIC is one of the programs. It's called Women, Infant, and Children Program, and that helps you with, especially like with formula or milk and things like that. That's one free program that the government offers. And then also Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, which is also known as STAMPS. They also offer help with food, buying food, helping you with being able to find food. That's called the SNAP or food stamp program. So those are just two resources that are available to help you if you're in need of food. Or there's also different food banks, and lately there have been a lot of food drives. And the Houston Independent School District has been offering food drives throughout the week. So if you need any help or assistance finding a place where you can get food, go ahead and talk to your home visitor, and I'm pretty sure they'll be glad to help you. I want to thank you for joining me with this video. It's been a pleasure doing these videos weekly with you. I just have a few announcements. We're going to have our parent conference in the month of April. It's going to be April 14th and April 21st. It'll be at 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's for the parents to join in with the home visitors. And we're going to have some great opportunities for you to do some activities to help you focus on your child's development. So look forward to seeing you there. And then also we're going to have our socialization with the Children's Museum on April 30th. It'll be 9 o'clock in the morning. So if you want any more information about that, talk to your home visitor. Thank you for spending this time with me, and have a wonderful week.